is finally time for the first championship Sunday of the Call of Duty World War II season, and we could not be more excited if we wanted to.
Jack, this is incredible. Set up to be one of the biggest LAN events of all time. This is going to be epic.
Up for grabs. Oh my goodness!
Anything can happen here today at Dallas.
Shredding everything in these 200 off the Warden. Tagging everything. Hello! Another two-piece there. This one is done. Dallas, are you ready?
All right, Dallas, it is time to crown our champion. We have made it to the grand finals. Before we get started, I need to ask you, are you ready to kick this one off? All right, let's get our teams up on the stage. They have definitely proven that they are the best team in Europe, and they are poised to prove that they are one of the best teams in the world. We're gonna get Splyce here up on the stage, and first, the king from Ireland, King Jerd. Give it up for Jerd. AR, our sub, it does not matter what you put in this man's hands. He is one of the deadliest men from Europe. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mad Cat. One more time, everybody, let me hear you make some noise for Splyce! And their opponents, they haven't been in a LAN Grand Final since 2014. Now, they are back and they are making waves. The question was, were they going to be able to repeat those 2K performances? And my goodness, have they done it? First, coming to the stage, it is Theory. Make some noise for Theory. This young phenom has done so much for TK. Make some noise for Kenny. Make some noise for Accuracy. Accuracy has already made a case for being one of the best ARs in this title, but now we're gonna get that young phenom up on the stage. Make some noise for Kenny. The final member of this squad has been insanely clutch, and I just can't even say anything besides the fact he's an absolute god. Make some noise for Chino. One more time, let me hear it for TK. Oh, it sounds like they're ready. Jack, Maven, let's get this one started.
Night here in Dallas, but my God, we're fired up, Jack, pal. Ready for this one? boy, we're going past midnight here at the CWL Dallas Open. It's what it's all about, baby.
Is this our first ever Monday champion?
Yeah, let's go. Hey, I'm down. And I love it. You know, these two teams have played absolutely flawless Call of Duty to get to this point. Again, Splyce, this organization that just leads the charge for Europe. The trade with picking up Tommy absolutely paying off. On the other side of things, TK, you've casted Call of Duty for years.
Yeah.
This is absolutely the farthest TK's ever gotten in a major tournament.
This will be their first major tournament win. They may have talked about it a little bit on the desk, but absolutely, without question, this would be the biggest win, the first major win. I mean, Splyce, at least you're looking back at what, Stage 1 playoffs, where that's the highest competition you can compete against. But let's now look at this best of 5. So do you feel like Splyce is bringing it? Do they rip off 2 best of 5s here? Look at the last couple events. Optic did it at Champs. They did it in the Stage 2 playoffs. Last couple of tournaments, the big ones, have had people swing it.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Maven. Simple as that. FaZe go all the way through the open bracket to get top 4. You've got Optic getting 3-0 twice in a row. Splyce and TK in the grand finals. And a big reason why Splyce is here is this man, Tommy, the beast in boots. 18.9% first blood percentage. He is a force to be reckoned with.
Think about Tommy's history recently, man. You know, he has a great squad, top players at the end of Black Ops 3. Then he's playing with young guys all last year. Now he's back on top. But let's look at the Team Kaliber side now in accuracy, man. I know he's taken some flack over the years, but he's been lights out, especially in that Optic series. He was amazing, man.
Yeah, I mean, accuracy, I actually caught up with him backstage, and this is something that nobody has caught on with so far this weekend, whether it's talking with analysts up here on the caster desk, other pros. Accuracy has said that his key to success is he does not run long barrel on his AR. No, he runs long barrel on his AR, no quick draw. The big difference you see here on the attachments. Most ARs, quick draw, grip, red dot, accuracy, not the case. He's used to pre-aiming more, which is a big reason for his success so far this weekend.
If he's not going to be sprinting, quick draw, not as big of a deal. Bance.
4 times multi-kill.
Couple of kills inside as he starts out 4-0, tries to attack on a 5th, and that's actually a big kill from Chino there in the top window. Bance, I believe, just a kill off picking up streaks early in this one, and that might be the biggest story of this weekend, is just how strong, how good streaks have been when you earn them here throughout this game.
Listen, he might not have gotten the second, but he got the most important one by far. I said earlier.
I thought I missed the first.
I think Fighter Pilot might be one of the best streaks we have ever seen in
all time.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, all time. It's good in basically every situation.
Yep.
And typically you give streaks a little bit of flack when it takes you out of your actual POV, controlling your guy, but it's been dominant. Nice shots though there from accuracy.
As we head over to Winery, it's the lead for Splyce. You can see with the Sky Camera, the great new tool here in Call of Duty World War II gives us this over-the-head vision of how the players maneuver towards these back spawns. Kenny, the superstar so far in Call of Duty World War II for TK, gets cut down by the nade.
Well, I believe they tried to do a 2-hit there through Grandma's Chino, though, in the back, just lining him up. And then the other side, accuracy and his advanced rifling is just gunning them down as they push through. It doesn't matter what side they're trying to hit. Accuracy and Chino have been ready for it till finally a nade picks up one of the back, and Mad Cat and company may have, for the time being, broken through to get a little bit of garbage time here.
Yeah, 20 seconds left on the still, definitely worth it to go ahead and grab this time. One final player will contest. TK going to try to give this one up, but little do they know, there's already 2 players here for Splyce, Maven.
That's huge. You get the final 20 seconds, and also you get the early rotation here from Bance. He's set up, dealing with the pressure coming in from B-Bomb. On the cross is Madcap, but accuracy picks up both. Thankfully, Jerd comes in from behind.
Jerd comes in from behind, and the player who had just died watches the kill cam. When you watch the kill cam, you buy yourself a couple extra seconds to wait for your spawn. He was getting the call out from Jerd. Hey, don't spawn in, let me get the kill. He gets it. That opens up that back spawn for his teammate, thus giving Splyce this early control.
Well, TK down big time early, down 50 points right now. It has been all Splyce, and Splyce, coming off an amazing 3-0 series. They were looking so strong. You got to think there's a lot of momentum carried over into this series.
Oh, absolutely. And for TK, it's one of those things where, you got to watch a little bit of Call of Duty. Now you got to get back into the groove. It's late here in Dallas. Either way, both of these teams absolutely up to the task, but forget about fatigue. These guys are running on pure adrenaline.
Yeah, but I'm not shocked maybe TK starts a little bit slow, but you got to think they're going to pick it up here as time goes on in this game 1. They've done a good job making sure they're not in too much of a hole here. But now let's get out to lookout post as we're finishing up our final couple seconds in the parking lot. You can see that left side of the map completely covered by the yellow arrows. This can be Splyce set up nicely.
Now, I don't think this is going to be the hill where TK begins to mount this comeback. Very largely due in part to the streak that's still available for Bance. You know, we started this map 4-0, now 13-6, continuing to improve. But when you look at those streaks, he's got the fighter pilot, which can absolutely wipe out this lane. Nice job by Fury, though. The two-piece leading his team at 9-7.
Yeah, we'll see what they do with it. You know, you think maybe he saved that for either. I would like to use it maybe in a winery or parking lot, but they're going to invest it right now, not give Team Kaliber any sort of momentum to bring this back to a close game. He picks up a couple of kills. They fly right back in. Good call, Jack.
I don't mind easily. I don't mind it there at all. I mean, this is the hill where you want to use it.
Especially if you're like Fancy, you're 15-7. You probably think you're going to get streaks again.
I guess you could assume that. Either way, Chino on a 4 streak. He's going to be the key to success now as he almost chains together both. But as we addressed earlier on, Maven, he might have only gotten one of those streaks. But again, that streak is fighter pilot, the best of all.
Well, through our first set of rotations, a significant lead for Splyce, but TK surely not out of this yet. We'll go on with Bance, who started the game so hot. He's continued that streak, almost gunning one at range with that PPSH. But if you take a look across the top right of your screen for Splyce, I mean, no one's really got it going except for Bance. You know, not everybody has to be going off of the slaying department, but look at Bance, the huge outlier on the map right now at 17-9.
Yeah, I think the crazy thing here is if Bance slows down, what happens to this Splyce team in map 1? Now the lead that was 40 seconds, now down to just 10. Teams trading kills here in this middle hardpoint. It will be Jerd to hop in the hardpoint and push past a minute in hardpoint time.
But the big thing here for Splyce, you're still controlling the top side of the minimap. You saw number 2 just spawn. You have a nice setup there for the rotation that will be coming in. Can we, I just hop over to number 5. That's going to be Theory. Can we go over to him? Because he's going to be the one to apply some forward pressure here, see if he can impact the spawns. And just him getting forward, I think is a big reason why you see at the bottom of the map. Look at everybody spawning in for Splyce. Theory goes huge. What a big gunfight. Fantastic stuff there from him. He's been amazing all weekend.
Wow, and they call the fighter pilot right away to clear Jerd out of the back spawn position. TK now primed to take this lead. They haven't had it really since the first moment of the game. 125 to 118, but Splyce have found an opening.
An opening quickly, right? 15 seconds with this hardpoint. Looks really good for TK, but Splyce disrupting as much as they can, but still spawning at the top of your minimap is going to be Team Kaliber. 3 players pushing in from the backside. Can Jerd do enough to hold on? He's sitting inside of the back barn, trying to make big plays, but a couple kills going the way of TK, and now it is just Tommy to try and come in, but Tommy has been a wrecking ball here. 2 kills for him. Teammates coming in the front, naked 3. He's wiping the entire side of Team Kaliber before finally falling to the last man. The last man is Kenny. So Tommy kills everybody else, but Kenny's still up.
This is about to be the key moment of this match, folks. The reason why Kenny on a 3 streak, 1 kill off of earning 2 score streaks. Also, Splyce going to have early control of this hill. Oh my goodness. Look at the spawn at the top side of the map. 2 players will be pushing on through. Number advantage could go over to TK if they can get this entry kill towards the hard point. Theory, though, does get cut down by Jerd, and now Splyce just have to hold the front door.
Yep, Jerd able to win it. Can they get some nades out in time?
Kenny's got streaks.
Players fly in, but
Kenny's got streaks!
Kenny, all 3 and streaked out. He has been phenomenal.
7 streak now. This is why it's so much fun to watch this man play. One of the best SMGs in the game right now by far. Kenny's the real deal.
And just think of the tear he goes on. He's just about double negative before that and just explodes. You talk about these kills and flurries and how important the streaks are. Kenny going to be a big part of this as he tacks on a kill and an assist.
Snapping.
He's flying around the map right now with that PPSH.
TK actually did just get a spawn here also, I would say. You know, don't even go for any this time. But when Kenny's...
Let them know.
Well, some choice words right there via bullets to the dead body.
A little early in the grand final.
Right. You're up by 4 there, buddy. Nah, just kidding. Kenny's hyped to be on the main stage. Nice kills on rotation here for TK. 174 to 164. Fighter pilot coming on in as well. But that does nothing for the side of Team Kaliber.
It looked like some players out in the open. I don't think Mountain being run by anybody. As you can see here from the view of the glide bomb, not sure why he wasn't able to pick up anything, but he does get one there, and then accuracy follows it up with a kill. But Splyce still controlling, so you don't get anything for that streak.
You get 0. Yeah. 0 for that streak right there. Best case scenario, if you're a Splyce fan, Kenny continues to find 2 pieces.
You have to say it doesn't matter. You might be better not using the streaks. Just keep running around with your stuff right now if you're going to be picking up
wasted time.
Yeah, 2 kills every time you have gun up, but wow. 22 and 17 now for him. I mean, Bance was so far out in front. He's only got 2 more kills than Kenny at this point. Look at Chino's picked up as well. Accuracy right there. So despite the fact that Vance maybe has slowed down a little bit.
Oh my God, Kenny got more streaks. Look at that, he got angry, Maven. He said, you know what? Those first two are wasted. Let me just get two more again with that two-piece and control the hill. After two rotations, Splyce 194, TK 178. This is the grand final we wanted to see, Maven, so evenly matched.
Well, let's see. I know it's early in this hard point, but as I'm about to talk about the top spawn control, you see that number 5 pop. It's a split spawn right now for Team Kaliber. Really for both teams, as they're popping on either side of the map. Still Splyce maintaining control in front, but what I wanted to mention is last time through this hard point, Splyce had the top, right? But
Vance gets the flamethrower.
Fury goes big. This is one of the first time I think I've seen a two-piece with a flamethrower throughout this event. What a great hard point for him.
Literally the best hard point probably in the game to earn it. It completely has the range you need.
A third?
To map people right there. 3 kills and now 20 straight seconds for Splyce. Again, it can't be stressed enough. The hopes of Europe riding on their back as TK look to take home the first Boots event for NA.
Can we go over to Theory again, number 5, because he's the one that made the play to pick up a big one-on-one and force the spawns out last time on this transition. Can he do it again here? Waiting patiently. Now comes the attack. Backs him down, tries to get a nade in. Not able to fly through this time. So you get a much more significant setup right now for Splyce, but still TK gets, Theory gets that intro kill, and the streak's starting to come in. Is this going to be everything they need?
Still spawn there. They still spawn there. Glide bomb from Vance. Splyce have number advantage. They're trading kills. Glide bomb now coming in. Did they hear this though? Splyce, yeah, they didn't hear it. They did not hear it. It's a 3-piece glide bomb. But now Vance uses his streak. Teams recognizing how important this hill is.
Back and forth we go at Winery. Kenny playing inside of Grandma's. Head on a swivel as he's getting hit from the front and the back, but now he makes the play, tags him up, but can't finish him. His teammate actually gets picked. Vance got Chino, then swaps the pistol and picks up Kenny, but Theory still standing.
How about this for storylines, folks? The end of this hill will be exactly 229 to 229. The few kills, though, on rotation for TK. They have the absolute advantage right now. They just need to hold off 2 pushes from Splyce.
Here Splyce goes. You see Theory left the hill a couple of seconds
Mortar
early.
strike.
So maybe he can make this a 4v4, but the mortar comes in. Kenny's able to connect with one, and he wins a gunfight there at the street tank. TK going huge. Just 10 points away. You got one final crack. Here comes Splyce through the B-bomb. They win the first gunfight, but second by second, TK looks to close the door. Is it enough? Isn't it enough? They just barely get in for the moment.
Splyce get on in. Can Kenny get the 2-piece? Can Kenny get the 2-piece? One final play. It's enough to contest, but TK get back in.
Oh, I would love for every map to be like that, but man, I'll tell you what, maybe a slow start for Kenny, but once he got going, baby, he did not let up. He was on fire.
What was that from Kenny?
Anyone that thought he was an onliner, a youngster, maybe the spotlight would be too much. Silence. As he continues to go up. And he weakens every player coming in the front. If it wasn't for a flamethrower, he might get 2 more.
Literally, the only thing that stops him. Wow, dramatics at the end as TK come back to win 250 to 230. All the boys are on their feet. Remember, folks, TK are coming from the winner's bracket. It cannot be stressed enough. Coming from the winner's bracket in the grand final, you need to win just 1 best-of-5. Coming from the loser's bracket, the side of Splyce, they not only need to win the first best-of-5, but win a second, due to them having already dropped a series in the championship bracket.
And I think that first map win is just gigantic for TK. Because yes, you start a little slow, Splyce has a lead, maybe you expect that because they've been sitting, maybe got a little bit cold. I know they could be warming up, but it's not the same as playing on the main stage. But that's exactly the story of Kenny. Starts a little bit slow, starts feeling himself, and dominates. And getting that first map win, that's just, I think that's huge for the scale of the series.
And here's the big thing, too. We're going to Arden Forest, S&D up next, and TK are dirty at this map. Chino is a savage at the cabin bomb site. You've got accuracy, the lord of the middle lane. These boys have great strategies, especially on offense on this map, and a lot of them are led by Kenny again. A 1.3 S&D KD so far this weekend.
Yeah, and I think that's what stood out the most. You mentioned the offense. You know, a lot of times we saw Optic do this earlier. They find something that works and they kind of keep doing it. They stick with a similar strategy. There was 4 offensive rounds in a row where I saw different hits from Team Kaliber. Even though they were winning rounds on offense too, they kept mixing it up. You keep the defense on the back foot. It's been a pleasure to watch, man.
There are many members of TK here in this crowd that have waited years for a moment like this. The biggest, I would go out on a limb and say this could be the biggest championship victory ever for a TK team in any esport. Across anything.
Yes, absolutely. Without question. Without question. I mean, for a long time known as the team that gets second place. Right now, they're trying to bury that. This, God, what an incredible story throughout the first couple months of this. What a great start to the 2018 CWL season. Can they keep it going here on map 2?
Let's get it started.
Arden Forest, search and destroy.
Arden Forest, as we can see in the sky camera, one player from Splyce getting aggressive right off the bat. The stun!
The stun nails him. No one's running armored, man. It's so good.
Oh, I'm telling you, these guys have the timings they want. This is an airborne FG42 class. It's just all-out aggression.
They know the stuns are coming in. He tries to get to that spot to catch the guy, maybe watching the cabin alley. What a sick play, and it gives them advantage for a moment, but it is going to be 3-3 here quickly. Crawling forward, he is airborne, he knows he's loud. Trying to inch his way forward. He's absolutely been heard. This would be easy. Well, I thought Chino would spot him immediately, but Jerd actually is able to get that kill.
Mad Cat jumps across the site, foot though spotted. Shoes too big, 2 versus 2. Jerd and Tommy up against now just Theory.
Can Theory make a play? He's been so clutch. Turns, tries to gun him, but Jerd, the better of him, and just in the nick of time. 2 more seconds he really had to hold on, but Splyce able to clutch up. Get this first round.
For me, not the biggest fan of the area Chino was sitting in. Right outside that bunker side. Yes, he wanted to kind of watch Fire Alley. But there, I mean, even with how loud Jerd was being, Chino didn't really give himself a chance.
It's almost like he heard wrong for a second.
Yeah.
It looked like, at least from the arrow on the minimap as we hopped off him, like he was looking towards front cabin, not for him to wrap out towards barrels. So maybe just misheard it a bit. And the misplay ends up costing him, but they are pushing out behind the smoke immediately. You talked about how good Chino has been at defending the A site. He gets that first blood. As TK looks to continue rolling here in round 2.
I'm telling you, I think there's some tricks being pulled out from the side of TK. Some of these smoke spots that they just know if they landed in one certain area, there was only about an inch where they can spot the player, and I think that might have been one of them there, unless it was Splyce smoking out that cabin side, but I don't think so. Chino was ready, gun up, right through that smoke.
Just the fact Chino gets the kill, it's got to make you think that's what it was, right, from the TK side.
Yeah, I would assume. I mean, these guys have had so many strategies on Arden Forest. Again, this is the team that, if this event ends, I can confidently say this was one of the more impressive uses of map vetoes I've ever seen in the history of competitive Call of Duty.
It was. It's partially that, and we talked about. We thought one of the better teams in Search and Destroy would be who won this weekend. They've been fantastic, really across the game modes, but Search specifically, they've really stood out for me. But accuracy, very quickly, going to have to work on the entire team. He's able to pick up 1. He's got 2 to work with in mid. They're feeding him kills right now. He knows one more is here.
Yeah, you can see that shadow. Jerd just trying to shoulder peek. He knows the bomb is down close.
This is winnable.
Absolutely winnable, especially with how slow Bance is kind of rotating on over. I'm wondering if Jerd has to kind of just be yelling for him.
Grenade come over the top. He's going to push through it, trying to make a play. Pistol around the edge, spots him, gets the kill, grabs the bomb. Looking for a 1v4 is accuracy. Missed the bomb for a moment. Now you got it, fella.
Oh, back up! Okay, he backed up. You all right?
I'm okay.
That was your
He's making me nervous. Challenges it, and guns him off the heady.
1 versus 4.
How confident are you to take that gunfight? How confident?
Splyce.exe is not responding. What just happened? Did all their controllers just break? None of them. They just did everything opposite of what you're supposed to do.
And I know you're thinking there it's Bance. You know you're going submachine gun versus an FG unless he picked one up. But still, man, the position, the cover you have from Bance and just to pick him there. Sick stuff from accuracy.
Sick stuff from accuracy. Literally abysmal play from Splyce.
They gave it to him, right? The first couple of kills. Usually it's on the second guy. That peak from mid.
Okay, let's regain here. 1v4 for Kenny now. Okay, that time, no, not happening again.
And that's one of those rounds that can tilt the team, but you see the shot of Splyce there. Still look focused, don't look phased, and they obviously rebound here with a round. But that's the type of thing that can shake a team on a stage like this.
Dude.
You play the blame game. How does that happen?
I can't believe I just saw the 1v4. I mean, Splyce should realistically be up 3-1 this game. Instead, they're tied 2-2.
Into round 5, here we go. Offense for Team Kaliber. Going to be working towards A. They get the opening pick. Tommy answers back. He's been peppered with shots, but still up. Can anyone push forward and get him? Yes, Chino grabs him with the nade.
The key thing to remember is recently in the rule set for competitive, FMJ now banned on out, so that area of cover is so much more powerful to survive, and this is the positioning I like a little bit more from Chino. Playing in that first hard point with the AR, it gives him the ability to get away just like
exactly.
this.
You have some kind of cover, you can actually get out if you're shot.
Yes.
You're having a 3-foot gunfight with Jared with a sub who's been a maniac.
That's right there is a championship caliber readjustment, right? Recognizing I misplayed that first one. Again in a 3v2, this time look at how much more composed this setup is. And there is no way Splyce are getting this defuse. This is a round win for TK. I love seeing that. I absolutely love seeing that.
Nobody over challenges. Everybody holds their spots. And Accuracy and Chino line them up with the FG. Another round win for TK. This one maybe a little bit more methodical than a 1v4. Shot at Chino now. He has been a magician. So clutch.
And you know what?
Slaying numbers have been
and for
wild.
people at home too, and sorry to cut you off, but he's the nicest guy.
Yeah.
He is I'm so happy to see his success for the character and his true character he is as a human being. Everyone loves him.
One of the few players I enjoy a conversation with.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, but no, he really is. He really is amazing. You see the shots now from top ruins. Tommy trying to pepper him a bit from mid-map. But they're down a man. Mad Cat and Tommy now looking to clutch in a 2 versus 3. 60 seconds left as they're trying to tie this up 3-3. If you're just joining us, already trailing by a game in the series, is TK up 1-0.
So here's kind of what I'd rather see right now from Chino, which I know he can play that far back. He can spot this cross. I'd love to see him at the fire tank because they know that they already have that sight cross towards B. Accuracy challenges, and now it's green light, go. Shoulder peek, spots Mad Cat. He'll let his teammate get the kill. TK are a well-oiled machine right now.
Yeah, maybe he was just scared to get unfortunate timing if they're already wrapping back. If they didn't have eyes on it. I get what you're saying. If you get that back tank, you can at least see the wrap through spawn if they try to go to A. Might just been worried about the timing on it.
Either way, TK, another round in their favor. That 1v4 from Accuracy. Definitely the top 5 plays of the day, maybe the best play of the day.
It's got to be up there. How many 1v4s do you see in a weekend? Not very many. First one I've casted, that's for sure. Chino.
That's a double stun kill. I mean, I love it. I absolutely love it. Throws 2 stuns, gets the assist on the first 2, beams Bance there, and Tommy, my friend. Well, okay, you got him. I had a whole line lined up, and then Tommy just had to ruin it.
Well, what can Tommy do here? Leading the way for his team. The answer is nothing. He is done. Team Kaliber rolling now. It's been all TK. Really, since that 1v4, I know Splyce got 1 round, but that turned around. Like you said, it could have been Splyce with a 3-1 lead.
Yep.
Instead, TK stays in it, and they have been destroying over these recent rounds. Unbelievable.
And look at the focus. Chino was just delivering a message to the team, and every single player locked in on him, making sure they all communicate. TK looking composed here on the main stage. Now just 1 round away from being on match point.
Starting to inch his way forward is Accuracy. This is the spot he usually plays in. Shot's just a little bit off. Can he finish at least one of them? No. Shot's a little bit sloppy there for a guy who's been incredibly accurate throughout the weekend.
Oh.
That allows Jerd to get into a position, but Theory's there to back him up. Kenny rotates into U and finds another kill. What was looking like a Splyce round now is Mad Cat by himself in a 1 versus 3. Streaks coming in. Ball game.
TK, 1 map away from being crowned your CWL Dallas Open champions. Maven today alone. They've played 14 maps, including this series. They've won 11 of them. Electric gameplay to this point.
They've just been so good, and a huge part of it, I know we've mentioned it time and time again, Chino, you see the smile there. He's having fun. He knows how close they are. The statistics have been amazing. The clutches have been incredible. What can't this guy do? You just got to be pulling for him, man. It's amazing to see. He's been through trial and tribulation from one roster to the next. Now he's found a home with his Team Kaliber organization. Money Cheen, baby.
The man is on a mission, and that mission is to win this event. TK are one map away. The young talent in Kenny, the veteran leadership in Chino, and now the consistent gameplay in accuracy and fury. TK are the real deal, and they're on the verge of a CWL Dallas Open Championship.
I am Kenneth Williams. I play for Team Kaliber, and I go by Quavo Kenny.
Looney just trying to watch over his teammate, able to pick up. Oh my goodness! Kenny dominates Looney. You have to be able to finish those gunfights off.
I'm the run and gun sub for my team, and every sub I played against hasn't really been that good, so I'm looking for some competition at this LAN. This roster, is made of grinders. We all grinded from day in, day out, from day one of the game till now. They're just grinders, they want it, so I feel like this made us perfect.
Well, at the end of the Infinite Warfare season, we had some roster changes going on, and we knew that Kenny, the young talent, was coming back, turning of age so he could play, and I immediately knew I wanted to play with him. And I also knew I needed another solid AR player to help me out, and I saw Chino as that AR player, and we made our move. I think right now what's worked for us to translate into wins has been letting everyone play what they're comfortable at. We're not forcing a player to fit into a role they don't naturally like. Everyone's naturally doing what they want to do and excelling at it. People calling us online warriors are just completely wrong. We've seen everything people have been saying, and it's just fuel for the fire.
You heard it there. It's been fuel to the fire for Team Kaliber. Kenny and company continue to cruise here at the CWL Dallas Open. One map away from being crowned champions. Just need a little bit of gas left in the tank, buddy.
Don't count out Splyce. That's all I will say.
You can't.
Cannot count out Splyce. This is a team that already this weekend went to a Game 5 with Optic, then 3-0'd Optic. Obviously, TK have 3-0'd Optic as well. These teams play at the top of their game. TK in map 1 come back and win 250 to 230. In game 2, a well-rounded team performance take the S&D 6-2. And now it's time. Ardennes Forest CTF, what could be the final map of the CWL Dallas Open presented by PS4.
And Splyce has been part of some crazy CTFs this weekend. They got one more in the bag. Here we go. Capture the flag. Can TK close it out? Or will Splyce battle back?
Let's find out, shall we? Off the break.
I'll go on this adventure with you.
Okay, that turned creepy. Already, Chino, the tacticals coming into play. He's been so good with them all weekend, trying to hold this outside lane. In CTF, we play with a 7.5 second respawn delay, recently changed now, so if you want to pull that flag, you get 3 or 4 dead, and you should have a time opportunity if you could force them out of their base.
Yeah, that's a big part of the reason for the change, right? 3-4 down leads to a cap. Not always the case before. But now you see Tommy getting a couple of kills, allowing Splyce to move up. And actually, TK was a part of a crazy CTF on this particular map as well. Remember, versus United. So a lot of just memorable moments throughout the course this weekend. We're looking for a few more. Accuracy, nice stuff. Jumping around the edge there as he takes out Tommy and alleviates a little bit of pressure. Unfortunately, as they begin to push up, Jerd waiting for him in that fire alley. One in bunker as well.
Nice shots.
Just kills kind of going back and forth. No one able to get a whole lot of control right now.
Yeah, you saw Mad Cat after that S&D frustrated. 1-7 performance.
Certainly.
In a grand final. Not ideal, to say the least, especially for someone as competitive as Mad Cat. One thing I think I did just kind of notice, and when Chino comes off spawn, I want to check. I believe he's also now running that advanced rifling on the AR to match that of accuracy. 2 of the only assault rifles I've seen this entire weekend to do it. Okay, now he just switched to an airborne class. He did that. He did have it on his infantry class, though.
Interesting, yeah. Yeah, you have to. You need that 3rd attachment, right, if you're going to be running it. And I don't know, it's interesting. If you're going to be playing stationary, especially a slower game mode like CTF, that's where it can really thrive, I would think.
But what I love is the reason why he switched to that airborne class from the infantry class is because his team has middle map pressure. They were in an advantageous position to go for a flagpole. And look, Chino sprinted off spawn and is now running with his flag player because he switched to airborne.
Well, they're
heads up play.
Waiting for Tommy to peek. He's gonna peek the edge. Accuracy once again, winning a gunfight. Theory involved in the action as well. The last one is gonna be Bance trying to make a play in cabin.
He's got the return. Nice job.
And there comes the return. Bance does it on one side, Mad Cat the other, and the return is in. Still 0-0 scoreline.
But they're going to spawn up back here, and Bance knows that. He will at least shut down accuracy. But now a pinch coming in from 3 players and TK.
Honestly, the more time you're in this position, the more you have TK rotating back, and the more you allow your teammates to move up. I mean, Tommy and Jerd aren't able to get in these spots unless Bance is being a nuisance to the back line. Absolutely. Now you have an opportunity to make a play. You got 1 player hitting from mid-cut. The spawns are a little bit wonky here because you literally had a hit from everywhere. You see the number 2 from mid, 4 from the bottom of the screen. You had 1 coming from top as well. Maybe that disrupts the push a little bit. Like, you almost hit from too many lanes.
Yeah, it's a very awkward area on this map with how deep that spawn is. I mean, look at where we just saw Theory spawn. The last pixel of that mini-map.
Jack,
there's always areas back there.
It's 12:01 now. It is officially Championship Monday.
Ooh, I like that. That's got a nice ring to it. We should do this more often. Right. As Adam.
Yeah, Adam's like, shut
Adam's up. Sprinting at me right now.
He's going to kill me with
He's a large man. I'm scared.
Minute 45 now left in the first half. Theory, nice job going prone, holding the edge and picking up a kill. Chino involved in the action as well. Playing a little bit of defense here is Kenny, but you see surging forward is Theory. He has been a beast when it comes to the objective throughout this weekend. Nice patience there, easy pickings on Bance. Pre-aims the back, almost wins one against Tommy. Tommy has all the advantage there with an FG, but good pressure from Theory to, again, allow his teammates to move up the map. Even if you're by yourself in that situation, you at least open it up a little bit. But as I say that, look at the other side of the map. Jerd is surged forward.
Yeah, and Jerd actually let 1 player sneak past, waited for his teammate to pick up the kill, and then shot the second in the back, and now he'll pull and actually challenge the players coming off spawn. I love this decision. It's 3 dead, but no. Gets a little bit overeager. It's Chino with 2. to buy some time for his team to spawn. Will they get there in time? The flag is actually in the most awkward area possible.
Yeah, I like the first pick there from Jer, but once your teammates pick up 2 more kills, go.
Yeah,
right? Like, you don't need to challenge one more, in my opinion. But maybe he's just trying to see if he can get streaks and still make a play, but it could end up costing him there. They don't get a cap out of that with what looked like a definite score. Chino only went up, 3 down. Get the hell out of there with the flag.
And that was 3 down within, 1 second ago. That wasn't, players 2 or 3 seconds off spawn. They had the full respawn delay.
Don't get me wrong. Props to Chino. I mean, he made a big play, but still, I think that's a little bit of an error, communication error in play there from Splyce.
That's that advanced rifling alongside grip making the difference. Pinpoint accuracy with the AR. Unfortunately, it looks like no team will get that first score in side 1, which honestly for me leads to great moments in side 2. When it's this close, this intense, it's when CTF is one of the best game modes to watch.
A tight half, no touch here for extra time. First half in the books, 0-0. Team Kaliber now 5 minutes away from their first ever major championship. If they can do it.
If they get a flag cap.
Yeah, I know, they got to score, but 5 minutes left. It's 5 minutes between them and the first ever win for the organization. That's pretty incredible stuff, but like you said, yes. Splyce, they're not going away yet.
Here we go, into side 2, Splyce and TK. Can Splyce come to life in this grand final? All it takes is one hero play to spark some momentum. Hasn't happened yet, but there's still time left.
See what they can do here. Kenny inside you. Trying to get a kill. Yeah, shots a little bit yucky, and Tommy turns and takes advantage of him at range with the AR.
3 dead.
Trading it out though is accuracy.
They know where Jerd is as well. Does accuracy go to help, or does he hold this angle? It looks like for now he'll do the latter.
I'm sure he's going to shift in a second here. You would think Chino's going to get eyes on that.
This is actually, I like this a lot, because he's waiting for his teammates to push up Ruins to then go for a unified push instead of trying to do something crazy. Both players will peek. They read it like a book, though, and now it's Splyce on the offensive.
Yeah, you think they'd be a little bit worried about the top side. Is Jerd the only one there, but they both stack towards Ruins, and they're able to hold it.
That's so key from Chino. Even just getting 1 kill will buy his teammates a few more seconds, and that could mean the world in CTF.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you got to love about CTF. Each kill becomes so much more crucial. But now pressure coming forward from Splyce. Trying to play a little bit of defense in the backside, but 2 kills do come in. That's going to prompt Chino to now rotate over. Holding a good position here. Smoke's coming down. Yeah, Smoke's not far. I don't know if he should be able to kill him. That's just a smoke. It needs to be a little bit more forward. Cut that off. Instead, you give Chino easy kills and a return. I like the idea there. You get the flag, you get in a bunker, you got to feel like you're out, but you need that a little bit further there.
Absolutely, and knowing that Chino's got a slower AR class, you're going to be able to outrun him with an SMG in the hands, and I believe it was Jerd who was trying to make that play. Either way, 6 and 15 game from Kenny, kind of the outlier performance for the wrong reasons in this first 7 minutes.
Where we saw him excel in game 1 was just flying with a sub and making multi-kill after multi-kill.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen in CTF quite as much. Got to slow it down. Maybe the change of pace could, I don't know, maybe hurt him a little bit.
Tommy with 1, but for as long as I believe that is Chino in the back of the map with the AR, they're not going to be able to pull this flag, and they know it. And with that kill from Jerd on a Theory, TK have peace of mind knowing that their base is safe.
And I know everyone's important in this, but sometimes, man, that last line of defense can be your most important player. Chino, when he's going to be in those spots where he has to pick up a couple kills, needs to hit every shot as they're flying at the base. Him just being kind of that statue, that staple, that's waiting behind you to make a big play, got to be a big vote of confidence for Team Kaliber.
Kenny peeks on up. Trying to distract some of these players from Splyce. 2.5 minutes remaining. Splyce still just on the full defensive hold as they're coming off spawn. AR's pre-aiming, AR's getting kills.
Kenny and company waiting. Tommy just dissecting them one by one. Kenny finally able to get the better. Might actually get 2 kills here. Kenny with a momentarily opening.
Got to stay alive.
Momentary opening, but yeah, there's 1 left. He has to get for his team. He was just still weak. Weak. 1 bullet from the FG takes him down.
And Mad Cat's at a point there where he can kind of pre-fire a little bit because he knows that he's only got a couple second timing window. He has to make an aggressive play if they want to get a flag out.
Yeah, Kenny maybe shoulder peeking, trying to call up for his players pushing through Ruins, but good play by Mad Cat there. But again, 2 players pushing forward. Theory and Kenny are here. Kenny drops the Theory, finds a kill before ultimately being traded out. It's just, I feel like both teams are playing very safe. You don't see too many overextends. There haven't been a lot of situations where there's been 3 or 4 down. I can only think of really 1 or 2 for the most part, at least in it.
It's the grand finals, man. No one wants to make that tragic mistake that leads your team to a loss. It's like a round 11 in S&D, right? Where typically, you know, in our 90-second game clock in a round of S&D, it'll go down to like 30 seconds before a play is made because no one wants to be the one to mess up.
Who's going to make the play down the stretch? Jared trying to hold that close corner. Accuracy waits for it, peeks it, can't win it. 3 down, but it's 4 down.
Huge.
But it's 4 down on the defensive end. But it is going to allow them to push up the map, maybe catch Team Kaliber on their back foot.
Nade out, won't connect. This is tough for Chino as he's actually pushing up, trying to get aggressive. He's one shot. He needs to stay alive in this moment.
That's exactly
it's an nade.
Maybe not allowed.
2 dead.
Good position. Tommy picks up a couple of kills. They're both locked inside. They should be trade out. 4 down. That's a cap.
That's a panic play from TK.
That is a cap.
Chino is one of the better players in the game at holding that back lane, watching the flag. Instead, he throws a nade and pushes forward and plays him a terrible position. Splyce will go up 1-0 with only 28 seconds left.
They're fighting back. They're pushing this series, but it's not over yet.
Tommy,
or
bro.
so seconds.
Tommy, bro, the game changer.
Should be done here. I mean, you're all coming off a spawn. Splyce should have a W.
There's no way. The game's over.
Best of 5.
No one can catch up to it.
They can't get to it. They're all set up. Splyce on the board here in the grand final.
I have to say, as good as Chino played for a majority of that map, I think he made the biggest mistake. And that was that play as he pushed forward and left that fantastic position he was in.
And it's partially due to the fact that, you know, I mentioned right before that we haven't seen a lot of 4 downs. There you get basically back-to-back, but the fact they got 4 down and pushed the map immediately, Team Kaliber never really got comfortable on defense. Look, you saw like 3 stacked around bunker kind of awkwardly. Yep. They never got into a good position, and Chino, you could tell, almost felt uncomfortable. It's like he didn't realize they were going to be inside a bunker yet. He was trying to get set up on the barrel. They're already pushing forward. That's a result of a 4 down.
My goodness. This one remains down to the wire as that one goes 9.5 minutes of scoreless gameplay just for Splyce to get 2 straight 4 deads. Bance was sprinting on through, helped in that flag cap as he's had a quieter hardpoint KD so far this weekend, but S&D has been his strong suit.
Yeah, he's been spectacular in search, and this is a guy that has been in several championships on the world's biggest stages, a championship caliber player, still considered a kind of a young gun for a lot of people. I know it's been a couple years now, but he is a talent that's going to be around for a very long time. And I think helping prove this Splyce roster is not going anywhere. They're going to be at the top on the international stage throughout the course of the 2018 CWL season. Spectacular stuff from Bance.
Yeah, Bance has been so fun to watch since that Call of Duty World League Championship back in Black Ops 3 when he got second. Here's how the first best of 5, if it does go to a second, has broken down so far. Splyce, the narrowest of victories in that CTF. And maybe looking at this so far, I mean, outside of maybe Kenny's explosive second half of that hard point, you'd think Splyce should be up 2-1 in this series.
Certainly, and it was a very good start for Splyce, though, in that game, right? TK sort of slowly took over throughout the course of it. I guess I don't expect Splyce to maybe come out to such a hot start, catch TK, kind of maybe warming up a little bit. I don't know, man. I don't know if it ends here. I want it to go to a Game 5. We need a Game 5. We've had so many epic ones throughout the course. Well, both our winner semis go the distance. This has been amazing. Here we go, baby. Splyce trying desperately to push this to a Game 5.
Can they do it? That's the question. Ardennes Forest hardpoint now up. TK 1 map away still from their biggest championship in Call of Duty history.
And remember, this is the hard point. If I remember correctly, they outscored Optic, what was it, like 100-40, something like that? Like really outplayed them there, and what has been one of Optic's better hard points.
Splyce smoked Optic on Ardennes Forest hardpoint play.
That's true. I mean, they've both been good. TK looked good here as well, so we might have one of the matchups for the ages, but Tommy goes cruising in. A little bit of help on the backside, and Splyce now gets the break they need to rack up some time. Rotating over to mid-map is going to be Jerd to set up as well.
Ardennes Forest hardpoint so far this weekend, Maven. Splyce is 5-2 in this game mode. One of the only teams better this weekend, TK, 5-0. They've yet to lose Ardennes Forest hardpoint.
You can't be surprised when you think about the most recent wins, but for both of them coming against Optic Gaming on this map, they have been very strong, taking now what many would consider the tournament favorite. So you get what's likely their best hard points here, especially for TK.
And while I was saying that, I saw you point out, Tommy earns those streaks already, and he's going to use Fighter Pilot right off the bat. Only gets 1 onto accuracy, but relieves some of the pressure. But either way, TK actually remained in control.
The streak doesn't come up with a lot. It's Chino lining people up from top ruins. He spots Bance, just holding the edge, and I mean, you're going to get another crack at this, but this has been an easy hold so far here.
Glide bomb.
Streak, and one more coming in. That's going to knock him out of the hard point. He tries to juke it, but not able to do it. That's 4 down.
But still, I mean...
Oh, sorry, no, it's not. Sorry. One was a team kill.
Yeah. They can absolutely still contest this on the side of TK. 45-25 to score.
So even 3 down doesn't turn into really any time for Splyce.
Nope. And it was because of where they were when they called that streak in. No one was at the close side of Ruins. They were still in Fire Alley when Glide Bomb was coming in. So they weren't able to just surge into that hard point. They were waiting. They had to fight another gunfight. There was a quick kill trade from TK. Silver lining, though, for Splyce. They are set up now for Bunker. And this isn't Bunker where they really... Oh, no, Bunker was where Optic held their own.
Yeah, that's where they started to bring it back. It was a tough first hard point, but Optic strung together kind of the center road, and Bunker here. The push now coming in the front. TK trying to get some shots in. Now around the back. Nice. Kenny wins another. Can he get a second? Cannot do it. Still one player standing inside. That's going to be Jerd, who finds 2. His teammates have to wrap back immediately. One hits Fire Alley. I believe that's Bance, who at least relieves pressure on Jerd for just a moment. Now the remaining flood comes in. But TK and Manchester smacking their head into the wall. That is his front bunker.
And you know, Jerd is a player I've got to talk about because he has been competing for as long as I can remember in Call of Duty. Some of his friends in the European scene have said of the 30+ events they've played out with him, probably closer to 50. This is the best they've ever seen from him. And it's a big reason why Splyce are in the grand finals. You add in the incredible individual performance from Tommy this weekend, now 11-3. There might be the new dynamic duo on this lineup.
And Jerd was up for that entire hard point until the final second. Basically the final tick. He was playing in and around Bunker throughout that entire time. And now we've got a tie match, 64-64, Team Kaliber, Splyce. If you're just joining us, welcome. TK trying to close out this phenomenal UK squad, but they have not been able to do it yet. Well, except for Jerd, sorry.
The TK chants begin again in the crowd. 75-65. TK, I like how far they pushed out this middle lane. Yeah, Kenny is so aggressive, and he knows the best time to be aggressive. Right there is absolutely an example. Now play your life, hold this Fire Alley. As Tommy gets cut down again, TK in the lead.
We'll see if Kenny, you know, we saw a slow start and then really starts going off for the streaks. There's 5 in a row. He's getting close yet again. Kenny in takeover mode. Maybe not the best CTF, but God, he's been fantastic here in hardpoint. Gets the points for it, dips out. He's 125 now off the fighter pilot. If he finds this kill at the edge and is able to touch the hardpoint for even a second, screw the hardpoint, wins it, shooting bodies, and he's got the streaks to work with. God, he's electric.
Confidence is key for this man. It's calming his nerves, right? He's so confident, he's still shooting bodies, and he's in his first grand finals ever.
Well, I thought for a second he was going to get the kill and just try and dive into the hardpoint and get the points, but the wherewithal to win the gunfight. And now the streak's starting to rain in. Catches Bance in transition to get back to Cave, and that sets up TK still racking up points.
They held Ruins so well last time that this is where they want to build up to like a 1-minute lead off this hill. That's why they're using so many streaks. The pinch comes in from Kenny. Long range shots makes the difference. Chino on the other side gets the kill, 115-80. TK with one of their biggest leads of the game.
Accuracy trying to pick up mid. Mad Cat wins a nice one to at least secure mid-map and allow them to transition over to Ruins easily.
125. TK are officially halfway there to the final score of 250.
Can Splyce muster something up in these final minutes to push this to a game 5? Who's it going to be? The wily veteran Tommy, the youngster Bance. You've got so much talent on this team, but somebody needs to take over here.
Tommy is doing everything he can, but it's TK who so far on Ruins have just been the better team. That's a break in just 10 seconds, Maven. Their 50-second lead about to be reestablished as Splyce start to flood.
Surprise. Kenny holding the edge.
Nice job. Nice break.
Back of the skull, and now they get the break. I mean, you think about the last time through Ruins, you invest a fighter pilot for your Splyce, get nothing out of it. You get 3 down on TK, you're not in a position to turn it into time. Here, you've had some control, but it hasn't really turned into that many points. They need to secure these final 15.
Yeah, and Kenny is the one continuing to push this. TK set up for the next hill. This scrap time will make it about an 18-second game.
And remember, last time, Jerd made Bunker his playground. He's not going to be set up early this time, but can he break in? We'll get over to Jerd and see what he's able to do. Set up in the back is going to be Kenny. Do they check it? I think Jerd's about to be a free kill unless he checks that pocket in the back. I don't think he spotted him. Easy pickings for Kenny. Tries to snap onto the second. but several more players of Splyce rotating there out of room.
Accuracy's about to have his hands full, and this man's had a quiet map so far. 9 and 15, now 10 and 15, and again, when you need him to get the two-piece, he seems to be there. The only person that kills him is actually his teammate in Theory.
Now his hands are too full. Thank you, Theory. As he's going to drop. But Theory still inside. Trying to hold, Accuracy wrapping around the back. Splyce doing whatever they can. Accuracy doing a good job trying to contest, as he was really the lone man left. Didn't really have a whole lot of options there.
Did TK go for one more push here? I don't think so.
No.
15 seconds left again. We'll put Splyce still within striking distance. TK not out of the woods yet, as Splyce have brought it back within 30.
There we go. Let's transition to the next hard point. First man in, gonna be Chino. He's set up inside. But Mad Cat, you said he needed to start getting it going. He's at 16 and 17, trying to come alive. A 3 streak to go with that as well. Vance cleans one up, but a couple kills for Team Kaliber as well.
Look at Theory on the pinch, through middle map. Are they ready? Yes, Jerd does react in time. If he caught a great timing there, that could have been a two-piece to blow open this game for TK.
And despite the fact that TK, spawning at back bridge, Splyce has never been in a position to kind of punish him, right? To set up with those FGs and spawn kill him as they're trying to wrap out to this hard point. Majority of the time has still gone over to Team Kaliber. They've been fighting out of here time and time again, but winning the one-on-one gunfights as they push out, trading effectively when they need to. And Splyce just hasn't been able to take advantage of this at all. And as they're hitting from the bottom now, you're not really set up for the next hard point either. The top of the screen is likely, okay, so as they wipe the entire board, then now you don't have to worry about the spawns for the next hard point as much.
Yeah.
Splyce goes big there.
Again, still a 30-second game. Absolutely winnable for Splyce. When will they turn up? If they do, remains to be seen. TK getting bodies towards the new hard point. Accuracy to two-piece. An opening now for TK.
How does Accuracy get 2 kills there? How does he even get to that spot to pick up 2 kills?
Look at Kenny. Look at Kenny. He's pushed through Fire Alley. He's trying to be the difference maker here. There's one. He's relieving some pressure for his team. Challenges Jerd in the hill too and cuts him down. And now Theory's in the hard point. They've got the cross covered. Oh, but the nade from Vance.
Thankfully, the nade from Vance clears him out. You rack up a significant amount of these last 40 seconds, and TK looking very close to victory. It's Splyce holding on. Vance trying to make plays inside a cabin. There you go. Wipe the board clean and rack up the time. This is going to be all but a tie game as Splyce gets the remaining time. And TK, you think you got to give this up. You got to get over to Ruins.
We are about to have ourselves
they're still hitting it.
Well, they actually go for these 50
Yeah, but now you only have, what, a 2v3, 2v4 down at Ruins?
Can they hold on? We'll have to see. Kenny trying to get in a position to hold this power side. Accuracy looking for the cross. Kenny now cut down. Accuracy challenged by Jerd. The second kill is there as well with the hip fire.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Splyce get the new hard point.
You push 2 towards old. Yeah, you get the final, 12 seconds, but then you're a complete disadvantage as you rotate over. The trade's go in Splyce's favor, and now maybe they can give TK a little dose of their own medicine. Lock down Ruins.
Well, it's a 2-piece from Chino.
Maybe not.
Jerd trying to do what he can to stay alive, but now there's just one player remaining. It's the break from TK.
That's too easy.
200 now eclipse. TK just 50 points away, but Mad Cat calls it a fighter pilot and wipes Team Kaliber off the map.
That's one way to use it. The ×4 multi-kill clears it. TK's quick break at least makes him use that. You're not going to have it down the stretch.
But with 20 seconds left on this hill, it would give Splyce a minor advantage unless Kenny can thwart them from getting in that hard point. This will be the key rotation, Maven. Can TK flip these spawns? Can they get the pressure towards bunker? Or can Splyce hold a close to full 60 here?
You see the position right now with Splyce. Yeah, they have no opportunity to spawn anywhere near the hard point. They're spawning as far away as you possibly can at back bridge. And look how push forward Jerd is right now. He's just making mid-map his playground. He's been going off when he needs to. You've got 2 players set up to control the snowfield side. Jerd trying to go big, but that's 3 down now. You're going to have the close spawn. You might be able to get in time, but a lot of pressure now coming to Tommy, Jack.
Listen, the goal here for TK, just do what you can to contest. There's a pinch now coming in. Kenny trying to make the difference. The playmaker for this team with 1. Distracts the time. Theory pushes up. It's Mad Cat, though, with the 2-piece. Accuracy all by himself, and he gets it! Accuracy gets the 2-piece. But still, it's a good test from both sides.
Yeah, right. No one's got any time here. It feels like they just keep flying at bunker. No one able to get into their comfort zone whatsoever. Still 208, 205. That's been the scoreline for quite some time. Finally, some ticks now coming in for Team Kaliber.
Yeah, 3. As Tommy all by himself, Tommy dead, Kenny the 2-piece, and now it's time to push that sprint stick forward. 5-second difference, TK and Splyce. Will Splyce force the game 5?
A little bit of a split spawn coming in. Is Kenny going to spawn behind enemy lines? Are they going to be ready for it? I believe, yes. Tommy's going to turn around and at least backs him up for the time being. On the other side of the map, it's Theory going big. Chino, Kenny, everyone involved in the kill feed, and Kenny's still up. He's still on their side of the map, but now 2:15, 40 seconds on the East Road. God, these games have been fantastic.
TK, championship or Splyce to the game 5. It's as simple as that. Team Kaliber up by 4. Splyce flooding out this middle lane. Jerd has completely commanded middle street, but his Kryptonite and Kenny continues to contest. 2:21 now for Splyce. They take back a narrow edge. Tommy trying to watch this pinch, but Chino wins the gunfight. TK should get the last bit of scrap time unless Splyce can challenge one more time.
Oh, man, I would say that was a big win from Chino to maybe set up here for the next hard point, but he ends up ultimately getting taken out by Jerd. Everybody's starting to push over. Here we go to Cave. 2:25, 2:21.
This is Vance's biggest play of the game.
They get picked.
This is Vance's biggest play of the game. He's been nowhere in this map, and he pushes out TK. He gives his team the advantage. Splyce now just 15 seconds away from forcing the game 5. It's dire straits now for the side of Team Kaliber.
And Tommy with his FG, he's been picking up kills in the hard point, pushes the edge, he's got it. Streaks coming in, 10 points away, and he's raining hell from the sky. Here I come, TK, nails him. Doesn't connect with anything. I thought he was gonna hit him in the back. He actually had Jerd in front. Jerd picks up all 3 kills inside.
Game over. The Europeans are coming, baby. 250 to 225. We're going to a game 5.
And how beautiful was that? The streak funnels them all into cap, and I know they have to push them there anyway, but Jerd lines up all 3, but the play of the game there at the end, you said, was Vance. He wins those key gunfights. He went massive for his squad.
But Courage, Vance only has a .95 KD in hardpoint. Shut up! Did you just see that 6 piece? Single-handedly stops TK's rotation. Guns down, everyone lets his team get in the hill. And now is the reason why they're going to a game 5. And oh my.
Let's talk King Jerd, man. It was what, the first time through bunker, I believe. He stayed up for basically all 60 seconds. Made it his domain. When we'd see him getting set up in mid-map early, whether they were cutting through Cabin Alley, Fire Alley, in through you from Ruins, he was dominating that spot of the map. He's been so good this weekend with a sniper, with a sub, throughout all the game modes. And yeah, maybe that hardpoint KD isn't incredible, but you know, the role he plays, the fast aggressive sub, he's been doing his job, doing the dirty work, pal.
You know, if there's one part of the kind of TK saga that I think we haven't done a good enough job of telling this weekend, it is that they always go to game 5, it seems. They can never just make it easy for their fans. They can never just get the 3-0 sweep to finish a tournament or move on and around. Yes, they had it a little bit today, but now, when it looks like they can close it out, when they're close in the hard point, or in the CTF, when they're close in the hard point, Splyce find a way. And now we will see a game 5.
So how much stock do you put in momentum here? You know, you go up 2-0 for your TK, you answer back with 2 maps for Splyce. Momentum all for Splyce now, or does S&D sort of, I don't know, in a way killing momentum? It slows the game down.
I actually am not kidding. I think I broke a rib. I got so excited at one point, I fell off my chair.
I wonder what you were doing earlier. I saw you like clutching your side.
I actually think I might need to be on the injured reserve. Thankfully, we have like, what, 5 weeks until the next event?
Proof that esports are real sports. We got Jack getting injured on the casting desk.
I either collapsed a lung or broke a rib, but either way, I'm staying up here. We're going game 5. Now I don't know what to believe. Now I don't know what to believe.
It's like there's this part of me. It's like it's late. It's real late in Dallas. Do we need another best of 5? It's been a crazy weekend.
I'm actually gonna
of course we need another best of 5.
I'm going to need an adrenaline syringe if we go to a second best of 5.
Yeah, we've been here, and a shout out to the players, the fans, you know, the MLG staff. You know, a lot of the guys have been here since, what, 8 a.m. in the morning?
Earlier.
It's now after midnight, if not earlier.
And they stayed late last night.
It's just, you know, shout out to the entire team.
Had to deal with Rich.
It's true. It's true.
That might be the worst part of it.
That adds hours.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I mean, that makes it feel more strenuous. Look at the beautiful stage as well. Blue versus gold. TK versus Splyce. 2-2 in our best of 5. If this was going into Ardennes Forest S&D, I'd just say let's cancel the map and hand the trophy to TK. Oh, also to note, that's TK's first Ardennes Forest hardpoint loss of this whole weekend. From 5-0 to 5-1.
And now
that's got to be played with their head.
Up to 6-2 for Splyce. It'll be interesting to see what happens in a second best of 5 if it happens. I bet we won't see London Docks.
Look at this. I don't even want to read it. Just look at it, okay?
So close throughout. The hard points separated by 20 points, 25 in the second. And now going to St. Marie. I mean, a map where maybe, you know, we've seen Theory take over the sniper at times, Dirt as well. We're not really going to see that here on St. Marie.
I think we need to keep stressing that this is for Splyce to not win the championship, but to force a second best of 5. Because they came from the losers bracket, TK, all they need to do is win one best of 5, win one more map and they're in. Splyce, because they already lost the series in the championship bracket, will have to win this game 5 and then a whole nother best of 5, meaning a whole nother hardpoint S&D CTF hardpoint S&D series after this.
What a story that would be. And an insane weekend to really kick off this season. But they got to do it here in Search and Destroy. And a shout out, hey, to the European fans that are watching right now. I don't even know what time it is there.
I think it just hit January 1st, 2018.
It's 6 a.m.
In Australia.
Something like that.
Sometime in 2020. I think that's how time.
Yeah, they're certainly in the future.
Yeah. It's time to go into it.
Do you want to make a pick?
No.
Yeah, I don't either.
No.
I'm not feeling confident about anything right now.
Folks in the venue, can we just give all of you a round of applause for being here late here on this championship Sunday.
For those of you who've stuck around, thank you.
I know a lot of you guys probably have work tomorrow or school or...
There's still people standing on chairs chanting.
Yeah, and they should actually be careful.
And they definitely have school tomorrow.
I've sat in some of those chairs, and, well, then again, I'm probably weigh 50 pounds more than anybody else at this venue.
I thought you were going to say all 5 of them. I was like, come on, pal.
Are they sharing one chair?
No, probably not. Probably not. That'd be difficult.
Here we go, folks. Game 5, TK, Splyce. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. This is awesome.
You see,
look at the nades.
Wow,
look at the nades.
3 nades invested from either side to try and get in. It's going to be TK that gets in first. They've got control. Splyce now has to give it up, and they don't have nades for a retake.
I love the use of the sky camera there. You see exactly the trajectory of the nades, how TK got into the site first. Will Splyce go for the retake from the flank or right from the front door? It looks like a split from both sides.
And without nades, I mean, this has to be the hardest retake in the game. If not one of the hardest retakes just in history of COD. So hard to do. Kenny gets one on the flank. Accuracy spots one here as well on the flank. Just a good job staying alive. Don't even give Splyce a chance in this one. Then wins the gunfight.
Look at how annoying Kenny is, man. Look at how annoying he is. He wins the gunfight on the flank versus Jerd by flying out and challenging while one shot. And then there's a 1v1 gunfight that Mad Cat and Accuracy are in close. Accuracy tries to re-challenge. Kenny goes, buddy, throws a stun, lands right in Mad Cat's face, and Accuracy gets a free gunfight win. TK, strike first.
That was textbook. I mean, none of them get picked off. The nade's not able to land that you saw coming in from Splyce. TK beats him in. You know, you'll see a combination of the frags, stickies, even stuns trying to slow those airborne classes to get into B. But ultimately, that's gonna be the biggest thing for me. Just seeing who can actually get into B on offense. And I'll be curious to see how Splyce changes up their defense next time to try and deal with that, right?
Well, 3 nades go out. TK.
They save him. They're saving him.
Now they're going to go to try to push in towards the site. That's going to weaken 2 players in the back. TK, they want to retake now. Theory already at the site. The smoke on in. 1 gets the help of a teammate, and he stays alive.
I don't know how he lives through that, but the retake with the smoke. Beautiful stuff. Spectacular offense. Even better defense right now from Team Kaliber. But they still have to work on this.
Oh.
Peeks the edge.
1 dead.
Chino's got
2
it.
dead. TK. 2-0.
I mean, if they're gonna retake like that, and I mean, you saw the use of the smokes. It just seems like TK's been, I don't know, a step ahead. A lot of teams in Search and Destroy, just the tactics we've seen them pull out. This is the big thing for me. What do you think Splyce tries differently now in the defensive end? TK, it looks like they're going for a similar hit. Yep, 3 nades out. Splyce, they're gonna cook them this time. They're gonna stay.
I'm wondering if Splyce do the courtyard nades. Do Splyce do the courtyard nades? They've got 2 in middle. Who's this on the pinch? Kenny, you sneaky man. Kenny, okay, how did he even get here? Who let this happen?
Surprise bans.
Who let this happen? They're gonna be like this. Wait, did he
Surprise
spawn on our
ban.
side? One. Kenny with another just around the corner. Tries to stun him. A panic stun won't work out. And look at that, an opening now for Splyce. What? Tommy has no help. He challenges from top and just gets beamed. They have a number advantage, but Maven, they break the cardinal rule for retaking this site, and that's pushed together.
Back at spots one, he wins it. He knows the second's got to be on Bomber in the back building. He spotted him.
He's got a nade still.
Got a nade, gonna weaken him up, and now trying to make a play, but he is just cut down. Didn't even wait for the grenade to go off there. Thinks he's gonna push him out, maybe win the gunfight, but he's still able to hold on Bomb. I want to see where the nade landed.
It's one of those things where it was almost a panic play.
Yeah.
I think if he banks that by cooking it for a couple seconds, then Theory either has to move or soaks it and becomes one shot.
I think it's just due to the time on the clock, right? He's thinking under 20 seconds.
Yeah,
maybe
I mean, he's had enough time to cook it. And
he did, but it's just one of those situations where, yeah, like you said, panicking maybe a little bit.
Hey, the pressure's on. This is a grand final, and they're on the verge of elimination. Okay, I think Splyce have completely changed things up. Yeah, they're going to go for a middle map.
They need to.
Sort of A play, it appears. Oh, he gets extra hit markers. He should know there's a second in that middle courtyard.
See a nade over there to the mid cut. Not going to get on anything. Theory.
Full streaks.
Theory full streaks.
How did we miss that?
He's 3-0. He's got 2 plants to go.
I'm bad. I'm sorry.
3-0 with 2 plants.
Full streaks in a game 5 up 3-0. TK should never lose this map.
Yeah.
They should never lose this map.
It seems impossible at this point, but Splyce, you know, they're already down 2-0 in the series. They've shown they can come back from that. But, I mean, surely a more insurmountable task right now in this game 5.
35 seconds left. Streak now coming in. They spot exactly where the bomb is. Did he get other information of where the final 2 are? I think so. Theory might be worried about this flank. Player has now pushed into B. 23 seconds left. Will TK go for the retake now or wait for the mortar?
Mortar's in. Now where do they try to get out? Does pick him up. And a gun win up top for Kenny. Final player. Going to be Mad Cat in a 1 versus 2. Nothing he can do. Cut down, and TK's making game 5 look easy.
4-0 for TK now. Just 2 rounds away from winning their first major LAN championship in competitive Call of Duty.
Accuracy on your screen. Kenny as well, dialed in, making plays. Chino. I just can't wait to see how happy these guys have to be if they're able to get this victory. It's got to mean so much to them individually. I saw somebody tweet out, you know, I guess Chino was, I got to see what the tweet was exactly, but talking to his dad about, you know, whether he's going to keep competing unless he's starting to see success, and then you come into this weekend and you put on a performance like this. But first pick does go to Jerd Splyce here in round 5.
Yeah, Jerd finds a hole in the setup and absolutely punishes with it there. Will give his team the number advantage at a 4v3 now. The key thing, though, is Theory is still alive with this fighter pilot. Is there a world that we live in where he plants his bomb, runs back to the back building, and then uses it to secure this round win?
Do they have another grenade to finish him? I don't think they do. And even,
they do.
Okay, so they did get another one in. I thought for a second it seemed a little bit delayed, but Kenny wins one in the back. 2 versus 3 now. 4-team Kaliber as he drops. It's going to be all on Chino. He's had a couple 1v3s this weekend. Can he do it from the B-bomb site? When of them give him easy pickings? The answer is no. Splyce, finally a round on the board, Jack.
Splyce still not going down without a fight. Again, key to bring up. Theory still with that fighter pilot, can use to retake on defense at any given moment. Splyce have to be on edge.
That's all he's got, right? Oh, yes, yeah. Glide bomb was put in. Mortar as well to pick off a player. Just the fighter pilot. 2 more rounds for TK. Splyce now back to offense. Playing passive here, and you're going to see Mountain, I would assume, out of just about everybody. They know he still has that streak. Late nade in from accuracy, not going to hit anything.
Yeah, Splyce have completely changed some of these classes in worries of Theory using the fighter pilot.
Spots 1, backs up.
Smart play. Oh, sees another.
I don't think he gets the kill if he holds that for another second. He spot him, and Kenny's just wide peeking and challenging there. He's a maniac, man.
There's 2 of them now, though, so Kenny needs to play a little bit more passive. 45 seconds left. Still no signs of the bomb at either side. He's dead.
Almost gets away with his life, but Kenny will get dropped. Watching his Jerd.
And look, Fighter Pilot now, he sees him.
There we go, Fighter Pilot picks him up. And nothing else is gonna go, but 30 seconds now remaining. 3 versus 3. Time dwindling.
This is
Splyce has to get it down. They have to get the bomb down.
No, Tommy! Tommy! Tommy chokes the kill, and now it's a 3v2 for TK.
They've got to try and hold inside here, Splyce. These are very winnable situations from this site. Smokes are going to come in. They're going to try and push through it. Mad Cat takes it into his own hands and pushes the edge. 2v2 now. Chino and Accuracy trying to collapse. Chino peeks the edge. He knows he's got Mad Cat in the corner. Can't win the gunfight. Mad Cat not traded out. It's a big clutch-in victory there for Splyce. They're still alive, baby. And guess what? All the streaks are gone.
This is getting too serious for TK fans right now. Your team was up 4-2 with a streak still remaining, the best one in the game, Fighter Pilot. And now it's 4-2. You've got a player in Mad Cat who's now begun to show up, and a team in Splyce that can make anything possible.
All right, offense for TK. Just looking for that crucial 5th round. Kenny playing inside of court, and there's one player. They're starting to wrap towards A. It's just going to be Jerd. He's gotten to a very aggressive position. He should be able to get a first kill maybe there. Nope, good job by Accuracy, just peeking and getting away. Jerd's still holding close. He doesn't have a whole lot of help here. He's got a couple players mid-street, but the first pick comes in from Tommy. Splyce, the never die mentality, staying alive. They just keep fighting in this game 5.
This isn't just a game 5 victory. This would be a reverse sweep in the grand finals to force a second best of 5.
How much do you tilt TK if that's what ends up happening? But Kenny now answering back. Tommy, though, up to the task. Gives Splyce a 3-2 advantage. Nice gunfight win there from Mad Cat.
Kenny with 30 seconds left all by himself.
And bomb down, kind of the back green. He's nowhere near it.
No.
He was waiting, I guess, on any kind of push through B. You know, there is a player that is set up there. It's Tommy.
He's kind of got to move, though, and seeing each other.
Can he win this fight against Mad Cat? He gets tagged, 3 challenges, not able to win it. 3 in a row now for Splyce. This is incredible.
You could hear a pin drop in here.
I know, it's amazing. There's just so much pressure on both these squads. And you get to see how slow, how tactical each of the, it reminds me of the CTF, you know, it's just so slow. It's not fear, it's just they know how much is on the line, man.
Yeah.
No stupid deaths, no stupid challenges.
TK, go back to what was working. Take the B site on offense. Just take the B site on offense. Make it happen.
Well, now trying to go back to B is going to be Splyce. Last time I believe they got the plant there. It's a retake that does come in. Late nades come out. Jerd's already got in. He will be...
The smoke and the stun.
Smoke right in front of him. Theory, last time he pushed through, he's able to find a kill. This time, Jerd ready for it as he's adapting, trying to spray through. See where he's at, ready for the pressure. Accuracy's picked up a couple. Chino now flies in. Tommy by himself. TK so good in retaking into the site. But Tommy is from behind. Such a hard gunfight. Accuracy, I believe, 3 in that round. 2 of the entry kills as well. He continues to put on an MVP caliber performance, and that is that 5th crucial round they've been waiting for what seems an hour for.
Take the B site, TK. Take the B site and take this victory for your organization right here. I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to do it.
They're going towards B.
Nades being cooked.
4 nades out this time. Nobody there
from
the
B site.
They got the B site. Now, last time, though, remember, Kenny kind of pushed around the back and was able to disrupt things. This time, you got to imagine they saved nades from Splyce. Are they able to pick them off the bomb site? No, they do let the bomb planted. Here we go.
40 seconds left. Can Splyce see another round, or is this championship time for TK? Where the hell is Kenny?
Kenny's hunting for the flank.
Theory with first blood. Challenges now coming in from Splyce to Smoke, trying to aid them here. Theory with 2. Mad Cat to even the numbers back out. It's all down to Tommy, the veteran trying to stay alive. TK with their first major land championship. They get the job done in game 5, and there is a new team atop competitive Call of Duty.
You saw the shots of agony from the boys of Splyce. They know how close they came, but the story is all about Team Kaliber. They've been incredible from the get-go in Call of Duty World War II. There you have it. Team Kaliber are your CWL Dallas Open champions.